Now we are going to start with another mode of reproduction, that is the asexual reproduction. As I already told you that asexual reproduction is a method, that means it is a kind of reproduction which is uniparental, that means only one parent is involved, and in this we get an offspring which is exactly a carbon copy of the parent, that is the clone of the parent. And moreover, I told you that no fertilization occur in this, and moreover this thing, it doesn't contribute towards the evolution. So this is what is an asexual reproduction. So now we are going to study about the methods that are involved in the asexual reproduction. So that is, the first method we are going to study is the fission. In fission, what happens? One cell breaks up into many cells. One parent cell, I'll write here, one parent cell breaks up into many daughter cells. It is not confined, this term is not confined to the daughter, that means it is going to produce a female one or it is not producing a male one. It has nothing to do with that. In this case, what we are in asexual reproduction, what do we do is we just give the special name to an offspring, and that the new ones which are formed, they are called as the daughter cells. It has nothing to do with any sexes, so just don't get confused. So fission is a process in which one parent cell undergoes a series of changes and break up into many cells, many daughter cells. Now the fission is maximum of two types, binary and multiple. In binary fission, one cell breaks up to form only two cells, two daughter cells. And multiple fission is that in which the parent cell breaks up to form many cells, that is the multiple cells. The process, the basic principle which is involved in the fission is just going to remain in both the things, but you can say the similarity is only this, that in the binary one cell will break up into two cells, bi means two, and in multiple one cell is going to break up to form many cells. So this is what is a fission. So I am just going to show you fission in amoeba. This is an amoeba. I already draw for you just to make you explain. So this is an irregular shaped, we know that amoeba with a nucleus and with a cytoplasm all everywhere. So what happens first? It increases in size. The parent cell first increases in size. That means its cytoplasm becomes more, its nuclear material replicates. I'll write here. Its nuclear material replicates, cytoplasm increases, it becomes somehow big in size, this amoeba, and then what happened, the division of this occur, that means this the nucleus start replicating, as you can see that it is just replicating, and a constriction appear here. This is the constriction. Constriction appear from this side, the nucleus divides, followed by the division of the cytoplasm as well. This division of nucleus is termed as karyokinesis. Again, it is not in your syllabus, just to make you familiar with a new term I have told you. So division of nucleus is karyokinesis and division of cytoplasm is cytokinesis. So this is what happened here. As you can see that the nucleus is being divided, followed by the division of the cytoplasm, and a constriction appear, and exactly two cells are formed, two daughter cells are formed, which you can see here. So now if you look at them, you cannot distinguish that which out of them is a parent cell and which out of them is a daughter cell. So this is what is a fission. So if you get a question regarding fission, you are going to answer like this, that fission is a process in which the one parent cell breaks up into form two cell, then it is binary fission. If it undergoes a series of changes and lead to formation of many daughter cells, then it is a multiple fission. So here what we do is, then the parent cell which is about to undergo a binary fission increases in size, nuclear material replicates, the cytoplasm almost doubles, and followed by the division, the constriction appears, followed by the division of cytoplasm, followed by the division of nucleus, and finally two same size, same exactly carbon copies are formed, that is the amoeba are formed, two daughter cells are formed. So this is the binary fission. Now taking into consideration multiple fission, for example, I take a Plasmodium protozoan. You know that Plasmodium is actually a protozoan which is a causative agent of malaria. So what happened, let's say that this is a human cell. So what actually Plasmodium do? It enters into a human cell, let's say like this. It undergoes series of changes and it gives rise to many cells. It gives rise to many daughter cells. As you can see that they are enclosed in a, this is a cell. They are enclosed in a covering, and this covering is called as cyst. Actually, you know that in the fission what they do is, whenever there is an unfavorable condition, they just surround themselves with the protective layer which protect them, and this cyst actually breaks when the favorable condition comes, and when there is a favorable condition, it just gets break and they are just released to infect all the body cells of the organism and just spreading the malaria, and which leads to the development of the first symptom in a person. So here, like I told, my motto to explain you the multiple fission is only that here the one cell can also break up to form many daughter cells. The same thing happen, like it happens in one amoeba, it happens here also again and again. And I just want to make you familiar with the term that is cyst. So what is cyst? Because it might come in a paper for 1 mark as a 1 mark question. So cyst is a protective covering formed around any microorganism or anything which protect them under the unfavorable condition. But when the favorable conditions arrive, the protective layer just burst, and just the organisms, these tiny ones, the daughter cells, they are released out and they are ready to infect, as we are considering the case of Plasmodium, and it spreads malaria in the humans. So this is what is the fission. The second method what we are doing is the budding. The second method what we are doing for about the sexual reproduction is budding, as it is generally seen in Hydra. See, this is in Hydra. These are the tentacles. This is the, you can say, the parent Hydra, that means a fully grown Hydra. Then what happens, you can see that there a certain protuberance start occurring. This protuberance you can say begin to become more, and it give rise to a tiny you can say a outgrowth which is called as bud, and later this bud transforms into a tiny organism, and under favorable condition it gets detached here from a parent plant, and under favorable condition it gives rise to a new Hydra. So this is what happens in the budding. So in budding, like if you get a question, you're going to explain like that budding is a process in which a small outgrowth, that is a bud, transforms into the daughter one, that means a new offspring. So here we see that the main Hydra outgrowth appears from here, which transforms into a bud, which later develop special characters like the tentacles and all the characteristics of the main organism actually. So it transforms into a tiny organism, and when it is fully grown, it detaches, and under favorable condition it develops into a fully grown organism. So this is what is the budding. So here you can see a fully grown organism just you can say arises from a tiny bud. So this is what is called as budding. Next we have is regeneration. See, regeneration is actually you can say the modified method of the fragmentation only. So here we'll say that regeneration is actually, in this what we'll see a fragmentation followed by the regeneration. So like this is planaria. The example what we are considering is, so what does the planaria do? It becomes bigger in size. It gets cut into many pieces. As you can see, this piece got cut, so it got cut in many pieces. So what happened, like this part is now deprived of the lower part, this part is deprived of the upper and the lower part, and this lower one is deprived of these middle and the upper part. But they have the power to regenerate. So what they'll do is, the organism grow, get fragmented into many fragments, get divided into many fragments, and each fragment can actually is capable of you can say regenerating its lost part. So here you can see that it is regenerating its lost part, and and the same, that means the three, because it got splitted into three parts, so it will give rise to 3 planaria. So this is what is the regeneration. So fragmentation, keep in mind that fragmentation is one of the basic step of the regeneration, which is followed by the first the fragmentation occur, and then it is followed by the regeneration. But like if you can say as you know that starfish is capable of producing its lost arm. you know that that is not a fragmentation, that is only a regeneration, because in that no new offspring is produced. Here the new offspring is produced, but there only the lost part is being produced. So that is the regeneration, only regeneration, not a method of producing any offspring. It is just a method of regenerating the lost part. But here the regeneration is one of the asexual reproduction method in which the organism split into many fragments, and each fragment is capable, under favorable condition, it is capable of just producing its lost part. So these are the basic asexual methods which are involved. So I think you got it, that so whenever you get a question like this, first define the term, and then if there are any subtypes, just highlight them and just take one example and try to explain the process on that one given example which you actually select. And don't forget to draw the diagrams, please, you need to draw the diagrams. And the one more thing, you should know, you should be aware of the many examples, like you may get a question like how yeast reproduce asexually. So you should be aware that yeast also reproduce by the same method that is called as the binary fission. So just go through many examples, just search for many organisms like the paramecium, the hydra, the yeast and all, and just you should know that how they actually reproduce, because you may get a question like this, that how you think that they reproduce asexually, that what method is employed in that case. So these are what is the basic method of the asexual reproduction, that is the fission, binary and multiple, budding, regeneration, fragmentation I already told you. Regeneration is again a you can say a modified part of the fragmentation only. So this is what is an asexual reproduction.